So that was the Newcastle players celebrating on Sunday. Marvellous scenes at St James's Park. As you can probably tell, I'm joined by Sharkey. So we're going to be talking about the game and the celebrations that went on. So we'll try our best to do a review for you. It's very difficult with all the carry-ons that we had and all the celebrations in it. But what do you make of the lineups? Can you remember?
Well, there was one surprising one. Was Hayden playing at
centre-back.
Like, I was shocked. Like, really, like, you know, of all the centre-backs that we've got, I know Lascelles, obviously, you know, his injury and stuff, and fair play to the lad, you know, he's played through injury and it's fantastic playing for the shirt. But, you know, Hayden, obviously, you know, obviously he's naturally a CDM, but the fact that he played him at centre-back was quite surprising.
Bizarre. I would have thought, looking at that we had two left-backs on the bench, you would have thought Dummett obviously starts centre-back and maybe one of the left-backs, but obviously that did happen because of the injuries, didn't it, with Hayden, so he's obviously, he's okay, it seems. But, yeah, that was only made a change for you. That would surprise, and the rest of the side pretty much picked itself, didn't it, really?
Well, that's it. Rafa picks his team. So obviously it's going to change from time to time, but, like, you know, last game of the season, you know, Barnsley at home. So
let's talk about the game. So first half, what did you make of it?
Do you know what? Barnsley were good for half an hour. You know, we were kind of, you know, we weren't great the first half an hour. You know, we're trying to find our feet into the game. Barnsley, you know, we're having chances, but it was like, you know, could they have a shot at the goalkeeper? You know, they're trying to cause us some problems. You know, we dealt with them, you know, and we did that. And, you know, it took a worldy goal from, you know,
that ball from Shelby, released it on the left with his left peg as well, it was pretty special. If you haven't, I'm sure you have seen it, but I mean, then that releases the play on the right, and then the Newcastle go and score, and then it was pretty comfortable. I think Barnsley didn't really have a shot on target until the second half. Went into half time pretty relaxed. You know, everybody's obviously on the phones, keeping an eye on the scores, and it was 0-0. There was a bit of fake news going around, wasn't there?
Oh, I was getting loads of it. Like I was like, yeah, what's the score? And they were like, oh, Villa's done this, Villa's done that, and it wasn't true. And it was just like, you know, I was one of them.
Could have started in the Gallagher, didn't it?
They were like, yeah, it was like nothing. You're like, oh man, just give us the news. You know, like, you know, I really want to know, like, we're doing our bit. You know, or Villa doing their bit, and it was like, what's going on? You know, it was like fake news everywhere.
So I think it was at half time we were winning the league, weren't we? Because their game was 0-0, wasn't it? Come back on to Newcastle then. Again, it was pretty comfortable. It was when we got that second goal by Mbemba, which was rebounded back to him. He put it in the net. He comes over celebrating where I stand, and it was pretty comfortable. It was game over then, wasn't it? Really, it was just how much Newcastle wanted.
Well, that was it. It was how many goals we got after that. You know, once, oh, chance at Mbemba, oh, he's a special player.
He's a class defender.
Whatever it is.
Class defender. That's going to be stuck in my head now. So that was 2-0, and then obviously we've seen Dwight Gale, which is nice to see Dwight Gale come back. He got his third, and then that's where the confusion occurred, because we knew at that point that Brighton had got a dodgy penalty and went in front, you know, and then it was mega confusion because we celebrate that goal. It was like straight after there's another one. It was like, what's going on? Because nobody could get on. I couldn't get on my phone. People around me couldn't get on the phones because everyone's using the networks and that. It was like we didn't know what was going on at the time, did we? And then a massive roar come round and everybody was checking to see if it was actually official, wasn't it?
Yeah, like you know, I was obviously watching the game where he scored that third goal with Dwight Gale. Everyone was celebrating, and then obviously, you know, the signal's not great in the stadium, you know, and you know, everyone's giving with dodgy news. I heard celebrations in the East Stand, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to check for myself. And then, you know, obviously no one really knew behind us, and I was like, oh, you know, Villa have just equalised, and everyone started culling us. I was like, whoa, what's going on, you know? But honestly, it's fantastic how all the fans took it, you know, and how everybody, you know, came together, and you know, it was one big celebration.
It was madness, isn't it? So Newcastle went and win the game. Obviously we were keeping an eye on the results, everybody on the phones. Let's get some reaction from the Newcastle camp now.
Unbelievable. Finally we got it. We did our job, they drew, so we are happy. This environment is, and this result is totally for this city.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Obviously that was bonus to finish champions. Obviously we could hear the reactions of the fans early on. We thought we went ahead. It was disallowed, but for the finish at the end like that is fantastic.
So that's the reaction from the Newcastle camp. Everybody's obviously over the moon. If you haven't seen what other channel about the players that are on the pitch, their Instagram stories, check that out. It's worth a watch for Newcastle fans. But so we won the league, which is fantastic. It's all now down to that meeting, isn't it? Next week, what goes on in it?
Well, this is crunch talk time now. I mean, you know, we need answers. You know, obviously we're given the questions. We need answers from this chairman. You know, Mike Ashley. I hope he backs him because, you know, at the end of the day, Rafa Benitez has done so much wonders for the football.
So yeah, I think he will back him. because we've seen the pictures with him with the trophy. He looks over the joy, and mind you, looks a bit drunk, mine. But and Lee Charney's obviously celebrating Rafa there. We seen Rafa come out the stadium. We waited, God, 3 hours. And you got a photo, I got a couple of videos which is on the Match Experience, check that out. And they went out partying. He has a quick video of them actually in the club. So everybody was partying, didn't really see Newcastle play on that video, but hi ho. So the meeting's key. That's what we're waiting on now. This is the final review, and you know we're at St James's because we've just watched the under-23s tonight. But obviously we won the league. That's a bonus because, in my eyes, Brighton bottled it. Do you reckon?
Well, they did, because you know they had 3 bites of the cherry. You know, when I went to Ipswich away, you know, we lost that game 3-1. They were confirmed as, you know, promoted to the Premier League, and you know all I had to do was win one game. You know, they were confirmed as, you know, to be confirmed as champions, and yeah, you know they bottled it. And you know, at the end of the day, we were 7 points behind, and the fact that we've clawed that back and we've won the league by 1 point, you know, the credit, you know, goes to not only the fans but the players and Rafa Benitez for the fact that he's motivated the players to go.
Because I've had an argument with TalkSport on Twitter, and obviously they're saying it's because of Jack Grealish. Brighton lost it, didn't they? They totally lost it. They had 7 points in 3 games, so we've won the league, fantastic. But obviously priority was obviously getting up. So let us know what you think. Obviously we've got this guy. If you haven't seen him on YouTube, where can people find you? So
I'm on YouTube. It's Newcastle United, one club, one city. Please check us out. Like I say, I do match previews, match reviews. I do everything related to Newcastle United. Just, you know, check us out and
pop over. I'll leave a link in the description. It'll be the first line. Have it over. Subscribe to me. It's brand new to YouTube as well. Thanks very much for watching Newcastle Fans TV, and we'll see you later for the very last time. Sorry for the review.